Hello, my name's Corknut, and you're watching my deep dive into Diluvion, Resubmerged. In the last episode, we rescued the last crew member from this sunken ship here in the depths of the sewers. And he told us that the Morgen's tear was still out there and we were going to have to hunt it. So that's what we're about to do. So before we get further, I did notice there are some marks down in this depths here which make me a little nervous, so we're going to try to take those out before anything else bad happens, as I feared. Explosions from all sides. Okay, that was pretty minor damage, but I do think we got rid of them all. Yeah, they're all gone. So now we're going to continue on our hunt for the Morgen's tear. Suddenly it's very murky here, and nothing's marked on the map, so hopefully our sonar can find us a way through. Hopefully we can get out of these sewers alive. There's something ahead. Ah, the Morgen's tear, speak of the devil. Let's see if we can't torpedo her right away. She's hitting us pretty hard. If we're lucky, we can get some torpedoes into her before she fires too much. Alright, she is damaged, but we are taking some heavy hits. I think we may have her outgunned if I can avoid running into the walls. Very tight quarters. Let's try hitting another torpedo. Ah, our vision is just completely impacted here. Do not have any good way to see where she is. She is just relentlessly hammering us. Huh, but we did somehow managed to survive with 5 hits left. And there's nothing to salvage. Whew. So we're going to take a rest here and then try to find our way out of these corridors. While we're resting, let's see if Jay or the new guy has anything to say. It does look like everybody's quite excited to talk to us. Not Jay. Maybe Thomas? Ready for some bounties, Thomas? This is pure crap. We already proved ourselves, and now they're sending us on errands. Okay, well, Thomas isn't too happy. What about the new guy, Ivan? Ivan Gregor, replacing our old torpedo gunner. Alright, we are thankfully healing rather rapidly due to our many crew members who are dedicated to repairing the ship. That was a bit startling, I must admit, seeing the Morgen's tear so soon as I started recording. I'm glad we managed to take her out without too many delays. Wow, it is incredibly dark in these tunnels. So I'm going to maintain half speed and just like get out of here as soon as we can. Try not to hit anything. Ah, some light. Good. I don't remember seeing anything here to dock to before. Oh! That is a mine. Nothing attacking us though, that's good. And we do continue to repair while we're docked, also good. Feeling, huh? I guess we are seeing this for the first time. Not sure how I missed it before. Maybe it just respawned or reset its contents. A royal checkpoint. Interesting. A royal checkpoint down here in the sewers, really. nearest patrol ship respawns. Alright, we have 2 more tries before that patrol ship comes. And we managed to make it past them. Great. That's right, we are still pretty much out of storage space. For some reason, I cannot fire at that. Did we run out of... No, we have plenty of spare parts. Well, I'd be remiss if we didn't explore everything down here in the sewers. A Mystery 2 emblem. Oh, we can apply emblems to our ship. Oh, and a bicep pendant. Great. Let's apply both of those right now just to see what happens. Is that our first emblem? 6,000. Wow. Okay, I guess that's applied. We're gonna keep strengthening up Jungbush. Oh, that must be Mystery 2 there, huh? Still nothing readily apparent. I'm not sure why we can't fire suddenly. It's making me nervous. Let's check in on our gunner. Ah! Our gunner is gone for some reason. What? The what now? What happened to our gunner? Cat! What are you doing up here? That was weird. What do you think about Ivan? Captain, his last name's Gregor, like Gregory. It's a sign. We need him on board. Yep. Okay, Cat. We like you, but you're kind of odd. But Gregory's here with the pole through him still. Great. And we can talk to him. What about Allison? She doesn't care. Alright, who else was gunning for us? We lost our gunners. Annabelle Smith for sure. Alex Hawk for sure. And perception, really. Anna Smith probably. Not sure why it booted Cat out like that. That's kind of annoying, but hopefully that only happens the one time. I'm glad we noticed before hitting any major combat. Alright, I'm actually going to head in the direction of that mine, because why would it be there except to impede our progress in the correct direction, right? Holy crap, that looks like well, first off, it looks like we should learn to fly better, but that does look like a suspiciously large amount of mines, doesn't it? The thing about a minefield is it only takes a little bit to blow them all up. Holy moly, that's a lot of mines. Ah, there was a passage there. Oops, what happened? There's a passage forward, but there's also a small side passage here, which doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Let's just ignore it. So dark. We are headed west, which I think is the way we found an exit before. More mines. Ah, and an enemy to fight. And a place to dock. Alright, we managed to blow up the enemy on the mine. Good. Oops, we spun around or something. That's confusing. Were we traveling backwards this whole time? Maybe the force of the mine blasted us around. Didn't feel like we took any damage though. Okay, running out of space for skeletons. Alright, keep looking. Do you have space for fish fossils? Uh-oh, yet another leaking furnace is in our way. Our high perception team goes through their observations. Not leaving those rivets. Quite a long tunnel. Uh-oh, turning. Surely looks like it's leading somewhere. Good, and suddenly we have light again. Excellent. Thank you, phospholuminescence. Oh, what is that? There's a hole in the floor. Let's take a look at that hole in the floor, because that's not something we've seen before. And it did have some green glowing stuff out there. That looks like an exit, my friends. Most excellent. I'm glad to be rid of the sewers. There's something green and glowing over this way as well. This can be someplace we've been. Wow, this current is just taking us away. This definitely looks like someplace we've been before. The Twilight Fields, I believe. If I remember right, there was a merchant in the Twilight Fields. Yes, there is. Right, that's right. This is where I met the head chef. Cuisine vendor only sells and buys food, though. We do have some vanilla beans to sell him, and some saffron, and all of these bottles of spirits. Nothing else that he's really interested in except for our food. And nothing that we want at this time. Okay. So we can return to the guild, or we could head northwest because we know that there was a quest up there. This is report in. This is 2 swarms to destroy and speak to the master in Clifftop Gardens. Otherwise, we seem to be done. Maybe we will stop by Spirios, just to drop off loot at the very least. Especially since it's pretty close and straight west, and it does look like there might be a current flowing that way. Wherever the tide takes us. Okay, here we are, just past. Now one of these was the shipyard. Spirios shipyard, the red one over there. Let's head there, just in case there's some upgrades we might want to make to our ship. Maybe it's time to get another depth, some more depth, or some more armor. Do storage. We have a foreman willing to trade. There's also, if I remember correctly, a antiques dealer who would probably be the first person to visit, because I remember the antiques dealer gives us highest prices for a lot of this stuff. So let's actually look for that. That was in the banquet hall area. In here, I believe. This one. Oh, that's Atheno Spirios. So this is the Adventurers Guild. Ah. Chikiwa Akagawa. What'd you say? Da da da. So it's true then. Twilight's wreath is no more. Well, Ivan's still alive. I'm afraid so. Wreath fought admirably, but we were simply overpowered. This is the life we've chosen, adventurers. I know Scott wouldn't have wanted to die any other way, but it's just too soon. I was saving these as a gift for him, but you should have them. Thank you. Wow, an air tank, a daisy, a heart pen, an officer star, and a Spirios amulet. Excellent. Thank you very much. Let's talk to Athena. We've sorted your pirate issue, Athena. I highly doubt that. There seems to be no end of pirates willing to brazenly attack our ships. However, thank you for your service. Crown Duke Charles Spirios would have been most upset if his vanilla macaroons had not reached the city before his ball. What are the details for the next mission? A request was submitted shortly before you and the other competitors arrived, saying that pirates had destroyed a friend submarine and taken its contents to a base within Levison's tower. We would like you to investigate and bring back whatever you find in this base. Levison's tower? Levison was the first explorer to chart the sunken coast. His research suggests that towers like the one you were being sent to were important temples in the pre-fall world. Sweet, okay. There's our next quest. There's the Adventurers Guild vendor, a forger here. It's like everything we need, although I would rather go check out the antiques dealer if I can find him. Here he is. I got something for you. Old world coins, a cassette tape. Yes, he does give me more for the books, that's good. Antique plates he loves. Book pages are still worthless. Old world map is worth a lot. I think that's all we have for you this time, friend. Oops. I've already talked to everybody here, so we're gonna head back. To the Adventurers Guild. Dump off some loot, and then continue on our questing. Okay, we are definitely looking at a large quantity of loot here. Let's go talk to the Forge Master after and figure out if there's anything we can forge or we want to. I believe what we're looking for next is depth upgrades. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so this does list everything we have. We have an engine, a depth, an armor, inventory, 2 armors. So we have 2 depth upgrades, bringing us, I think that gives us 750 is what we decided. I'm going to have to look at the ship. The ship itself, here. 2 depth upgrades gives us a max depth, crush depth of 750. We have room for 1 more upgrade, so it's definitely going to be depth. In terms of crew, we have a capacity of 16. Right now, this is 10 crew, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're at capacity, and Sherry and Thomasburg Chef are taking up 2. I wonder if there's an easier way to see what our current capacity is. But anyway, that is about maxing out the Delphin here. Let's go for one more depth module on her and see if we can't make this work. After all these years, says Jay. Not you. Two more glass, 20 more reinforced plate. There we go, our last upgrade in the Delphin. That should get us down to 1,000 meters. I'm not sure what the depth we need to get to the endless tunnel is, but I suspect it's going to be deeper. There's also a bounty warden, and I recall that there was someone who liked receiving charts from us. So before we leave this area, let's go see if we can find the person who we're supposed to hand charts into and drop them off if we can. I don't think it was in here. I'm gonna check just in case. Ah, it is in here. was to his secretary, wasn't it? I have discoveries for you. An ancient subchart, the Birchton chart, and the Whirlpool sewer chart. Great. One last thing, make sure we have deposited everything we need to in storage, so that we have room for everything we could possibly pick up. Also, we did get another heart pendant, and we have a couple officer star to hand out, so loot, we're good. Forage material we can dump. Still haven't found a use for those solar panels. Let's hand out our hearts. I believe a heart pendant is strength. Endurance. Well, you know who our endurance master is? Jung Bush. Gonna have an endurance of 8. Our heart pendants. I'm gonna give one of these to Cat. Get our gunnery. Actually, I'm gonna give one of these to Ivan. I'm gonna give him another sailor. We need intelligence and strength in here. Any of you have either of those? You have -1 strength, and you have -1 strength. So until we get a strength pendant or another crew member, there's not much we can do about that. Let's give the other. Well, let's hold on to the other star pendant for now until we find better crew. So now we're going to be heading north, because we know to the north, well, Levison's tower is up in the Kubi territory, so we'll be heading there. But before that, I'm going to go take a look at the abyssal creatures, which are pretty much straight north from here. Let's also take a look at what Jay wanted to talk to us about. The Morgan's tear got away? What? We blew that up. I just can't believe I'm seeing her again after all these years. Next time we'll be ready though. Pretty sure we blew that thing up twice now. What do you think, Jay? If the Morgan's tear isn't involved, I'll eat my own leg. We're gonna have to fight it a third time is what he's saying. Okay. Overdrive! It's a trap, says Jay. Okay. I don't think he means the abyssal creatures. I think he probably means the tower. Alright, this looks like a good place to dive down and maintain some bearings. See how close we are to that. Yeah, we're very close. Oh, our depth is only 300 here. That's hardly abyssal. Oops. Okay, there's something. What is that? Straight below us, some kind of pyramid it looked like. Definitely something new and interesting and frightening. Down at 400 meters, just floating here. Is it floating or is it on the ground? I don't see any ground, but I do hear bad guys approaching. What the? Alright, there's some kind of dome there. Let's head to that. We'll check out this pyramid later after we dock with its dome. Also, definitely an abyssal creature on the floor there. Approaching Clifftop Gardens now, Captain. Great, okay, that must be Clifftop Gardens. Let's go take a look at this thing that's responding to our ping. Ah, 2 of them. Oh, geez, they're all over the Clifftop Gardens, it seems. Okay, I have a feeling I know what these are. I think they're those bat creatures that we've seen before. Yep, that looks exactly like one of those bat drones. What happens when they send a torpedo their way? Ah, destroyed. Hope that didn't make Clifftop Gardens mad. Did we destroy all of them? Yes. Oh, no. Not quite. One more. They seem highly susceptible to torpedoes, don't they? Oh, I missed. Ah, one swarm gone. Completely lost sight of any land during the retreat from that battle, though. It looks like one more. That must just be the Abyssal Gardens docking point that it's showing us there, or the Clifftop Gardens. Looks like there's at least 2 more on the ground here. If we can't shoot this one. Oops. 2 torpedoes? Should do something? Ah, doesn't seem to be a good strategy, does it? Luckily, we brought plenty of torpedoes. One more. Alright, swarm destroyed. Nice. There's also appears to be a traitor. You're just a traitor? Where are you? No, you're some kind of weird alien ship. What the heck are you? Are you part of one of those creatures we just destroyed? Huh. What are these things? Wow, a magic wand. Apparently it's a screwdriver. What kind of screws could this thing work with? Interesting. Alien screwdriver. And bones. Yeah, that's the first time we've actually been able to salvage one of those ships. I'm not sure if it was one we blew up or if it was just floating there this whole time. We missed it earlier. Let's see if there's anybody left alive in the Clifftop Gardens. Certainly we're under attack by those drones. Awfully quiet, but I do see people alive. Alright. Plenty of people to talk to. There's a day laborer. What are these plants? You ever seen corn before? No, I guess we haven't. Clifftop Gardens Administrator, are you safe here? Of course not. Those creatures, they destroyed our defense fleet. Do something! Well, I did. They're gone. That is our storage, yes. There's a forger here. Nice. Okay. There's also some guy who won't talk to us. A merchant and Baronet Cecil. What will you do if there are more attacks? I have been thinking about that since I received the news that these creatures were swarming in the area. Thank you for your help, but unfortunately I believe I will now be bowing out from the competition. I cannot leave my town unprotected. Great, thank you so much, Cecil. see if this merchant, what he wants to do with this wand we found. You can have it. It's weird. Alright. Well. That looks like what we should do next is head to the Kuberry Gardens, the Kuberry Lands, and Levison's Tower. So we'll do that next episode. Thanks for watching.